Welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. I'm your host, Candace. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. As you can see, I am blonde now. It never stops. The changes never stop. So not so much blonde as although there are some parts that are blonde, right? Some golden hues, if you will. But mostly it's kind of orangey. I had a family member on Facebook refer to me as old pumpkin head. Not old, even though fuck yes I am old. And I feel old. But old as in like O-L apostrophe, like old pumpkin head. So yeah. Oh, like orangey. Orangey blonde, orangey golden blonde. Anyway, enough time talking about my ever-changing hair color. Today, I'm going to review for you guys a book that I literally finished like an hour ago. I had to like drop everything and I was like, no. While this trauma is still fresh for me, I must go review it immediately so that I don't forget anything, right? Because like, as I've explained in previous videos, I have like old lady brain. So like, if it's not fresh, it won't be fresh. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm going to review for you guys, Gena Showalter's The Evil Queen. And this book, okay, let me just get the details out and then we'll dive and I'm gonna try not to cry throughout this video. This book has 468 pages. It is currently available for Kindle and Nook for the price of $9.99. You can get the paperback, which if I'm not mistaken is a new revamped cover paperback for $9.89. So unless you're one of those people that like only reads exclusively on an e-reader, buy the actual book because you're gonna want to add it to your collection, and yeah, it's 10 cents cheaper than the digital download. So it seems like a no-brainer to me. You can currently get the book used on eBay for around $5 with free shipping. I don't know if that is for the hardcover, which has one cover, or the new released paperback book, which I don't know if it's a mass market paperback or if it's like one of those large paperbacks. I want to say it's one of those large paperbacks. But anyway, the new paperback one does have a new revamped cover, which I'll show you guys right here. The original cover was for the hardcover edition, which is here. And I personally like the paperback version, the red one. It's so smoky and sexy. But both covers are beautifully done and, you know, they're just great. So the hardcover you can get brand new on Amazon for $11.03. It's an odd number, but sure, okay. And that one will probably be the black and blue cover with the glass, the broken glass on it. But yeah. So those are your options. There's a gnat in here. It's flying around my face. Please don't lose your shit, Candace, because the last time this happened, I like went on a rampage. Okay, so let's get into the book. I will read you guys the blurb and then we can break it down and discuss it, and I can tell you how my soul was ripped from my body. Okay, so the blurb for this book says, in the realm of Enchantia, creatures of legend still exist. Magic is the norm and fairy tales are real. Raised in the human world, Everly Morrow has no idea she's a fairy tale princess until she begins to commune with mirrors. Soon, a horrifying truth is revealed. She is fated to be Snow White's greatest enemy, the Evil Queen. With powers beyond her imagination or control, Everly returns to the land of her birth. There, she meets Roth Charmaine, the supposed Prince Charming. Their attraction is undeniable, but their relationship is doomed. As Everly faces disasters and betrayals, giving into her dark side proves more tempting. Can she resist, or will she become the villain she was born to be? Okay. No such. Okay. 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 Where to begin? Where to begin? Okay. So essentially this is book one in a series of books. So the series is going to be titled, I think, The Forest of Good and Evil. So this is book one. There is a sequel or a second book coming out for this series that is set to be released on September 29th. And that book is going to be called The Glass Queen. And it's like a retelling of basically loosely based on the fairy tale for Cinderella, right? This book obviously is loosely based on the fairy tale for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So it essentially take everything you know about Snow White and just, yeah. So just everything is different. Everything. Like, you still have the main characters and who they're supposed to be. You have Snow White, you have the Evil Queen, you have Prince Charming, you have the seven dwarves, or they're not dwarves in the book, they're protectors, and they can be guised as anyone and you don't know who they are, right? So the main two characters of this book are Everly Morrow, who is the alleged reincarnation of the Evil Queen, or she's supposed to be the Evil Queen. And then you have Rolf, who is supposed to be Prince Charming. And nobody, throughout the book, they can speculate who's who, but no one character fits exactly the stereotype of the person they're supposed to be. Does that make sense? So Everly as a character has kind of like a broody, dark spirit, but she wants to be good. She wants to do good. She's constantly at war with herself over every action, every thought she has. She's thinking to herself, should I do this? Should I not do this? Is this going to turn me into the Evil Queen? This is after she finds out that magic is real and all this stuff. So let me backtrack a little bit. So Everly is one of two sisters. She has a sister by the name of Hartley. Their mother, Aubrey, has raised them as a single mom who's now like remarried to this guy, Nicholas, who's like their stepfather. They think they have like the perfect life, or perfect family life. They live in the mortal realm, obviously. What the daughters don't know is that Aubrey is actually a princess from another land who escaped an evil mad king who was hell-bent on killing her and killing the girls because they were conceived under suspicious circumstances. So just disclaimer. This video is going to be chock full of spoilers. If you have not read the book, you might want to click off. I don't know. It's up to you. Really. Also, another disclaimer. This is considered a young adult fiction novel. So in terms of smut level, very little. If you love a good story and you like being immersed in a world that's not your own, then you'll like this book. If you're here just for sex, no. Skip on out because not much going on in that department, okay? So yeah, okay. So Enchantia has multiple, I guess you'd call them like provinces or kingdoms. There was a king who was crazy, batshit, and he had this tree that grew magic apples. And it was said that, these apples would help women conceive babies, which helped circumvent this rule that they had in Enchantia, where archaic AF, by the way, where if a queen or whatever did not conceive a child, an heir, within a year, the king could behead her or kill her or whatever. So out of desperation, a group of these queens from different realms or different kingdoms basically broke in, stole a bunch of apples, ate the apples, and then immediately got pregnant. Not like immediately, but you know what I'm saying. Like they got pregnant. So the babies were born. These babies are super duper magical babies, obviously. And the king found out, went on a rampage, and was like, all y'all got to die. So they tried to escape. Now they're in the mortal world, and that's that on that. Okay. So Everly has an affinity for mirrors. She sees visions in mirrors from like early on, but she doesn't know. She thinks it's like either like a hallucination or her imagination or whatever. She doesn't think that it's real, but she is consistently seeing the image of a girl who she thinks is, by what she's seeing, all sweet, all innocence, whatever. And so she nicknames her like Angel or something like that. But in reality, when all of this comes out, that they're all interlocked as part of like a fairy tale, that everybody thinks that she's prophesized to be Snow White. So now Everly's like, oh shit, I talk to mirrors. I'm obviously going to be the evil queen, and I'm going to kill my imaginary friend here that I've been seeing in the mirror. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy, like I'm not evil. Please don't make me do this, like that kind of thing. So, yeah. God, I feel like this is going to be like the longest, rantiest, like just garbled video. Like normally I just come on and I just like punch out what are the perks and the pros and cons of what it, and with this, it's just so fresh in my mind that I want to just be like, tell you the whole plot. I'm going to read you the whole book while we sit here. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and stay focused. Okay. So yeah, anyway, so she doesn't know that she can commune with mirrors until that, that's legit, like a real thing, not just her brain going wonky. And until something happens and she ends up like basically finding out that she's of Sorcerian descent and that she has to siphon power from a magical being or someone close to her who has magic in them in order to commune with the mirrors. She finds that out the hard way by basically draining the life out of her mom, who turns out to not really be her mom. Okay, so I told you, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this video. But yeah, so she's like grief-stricken, she's in despair, right? It comes out that her stepfather is actually a sorcerer from Enchantia, and he takes her sister, Hartley, and it's like, I have to get her out of the house and away from you, because if not, you're gonna subconsciously siphon from her, make her weak, and kill her. She's torn between letting her sister go, because that's like her BFF, but she does. And then she travels through a mirror to Enchantia to try and find her birth mom, because it comes out that when Aubrey fled Enchantia trying to get away, she was with another Queen Violet from another kingdom, and that Queen Violet was the one that had twins, and she was only able, in the midst of like getting caught, she was only able to give one of the twins to Aubrey, along with Aubrey's own daughter, who's Hartley. And so Everly was that twin. So they made it out, whereas Violet and Everly's real twin sister, Truly, were stuck behind in Enchantia, and they did not make it out. They are still alive, but they didn't get to the mortal realm. So now she's going to Enchantia, and she's looking for her birth mother, and she thinks it's going to be like this warm welcome. Turns out Violet is like psycho. Her sister doesn't believe her, whatever. She runs into Prince Roth, who is the main male character, and he's destined to be Prince Charming, who, as everyone knows in the fairy tale, ends up with Snow White, right? But in this realm that Gena has created, prophecies and fairy tale, everything is fluid. So death doesn't literally necessarily mean death. You know, love, relationships that involve love can be sibling love, they can be romantic love, they can be friendship love. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that Prince Charming is going to end up with Snow White. He may just be connected to her in some way where he feels love towards her, right? Or is it? I don't, you don't know. You don't know. But yeah, so a lot goes down. Each kingdom is like fighting against each other, or they're about to start fighting against each other. For a good chunk of the book, the group is stuck in the forest, the enchanted forest, the forest of good and evil. And, you know, they're being chased by trolls and centaurs and whatever. And it's like one mini battle after another, while Everly and Roth grow closer to each other without him or any of his comrades knowing that she is basically a sorceress, because in Enchantress, sorcery is reviled. Like, because you have to siphon your power from another living creature, and subsequently probably killing that creature over a period of time, sorcerers do not have a good reputation, obviously. So she's hiding the fact that she's a sorceress, or that she has this magical ability. And so at some point it's got to come out, right? And Roth is going to find out, and then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's a lot, y'all. It is a lot to take in. This is just another like perfect example of how mind-boggled I am when I sit back and think to myself, all of this came from one person's mind. Like, I can read it and I can be there, but if I ever even entertained the notion of trying to write something like this, my brain would just explode. There's no fucking way. There's no way. I don't have the capacity to imagine stuff like this. So, hats off. Anyway, so 20 minutes later, 80% of the book spoiled for you, and I haven't really explained the plot very well at all, have I? What a loser. Okay, so anyway, some stuff goes down at the end of the book that I'll just go ahead and say, it hurt me. It hurt me. Like, stuff turns out kind of how you would expect it to turn out, but also a lot of stuff that you didn't expect to turn out. Like, some characters bite it that you don't think will bite it, and then some, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, fuck, I was looking forward to that person's book, and now they're dead. So, like, disappointed, but at the same time, adding to the overall arcing storyline and creating a masterpiece of book. So I can't, like, I want to be mad, but I can't really be mad, you know? Slightly disappointed about this one particular character, but at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm sure Gena's gonna come up with something fantastical for the next book and the next book after that and whatever. And this momentary sinking sensation in the pit of my stomach will go away, and I'll be happy with the series, and I'll be happy with it. I was happy with this book. I really did enjoy this book. I loved it. It took me if you've watched any of my previous videos, if you watched the video for my July to be read list, this book was on it. What's the fucking date? August 24th, 25th, I don't know, August 20-somethingth. And I just finished it. Don't ask about the other two books that were on that July to be read list, because I think you can figure out what's happened with those. So 468 pages doesn't sound like a lot, to read in a month. But for me, it was because I fucking suck. So anyway, I would highly recommend that you guys pick up this book. Again, if you're in it for the love story and you're in it for a good story, this will be right up your alley, even though it is a young adult novel. I don't read a lot of young adult fiction, young adult romance, whatever, aside from like Cressley Cole's Arcana series or Arcana Chronicles. I haven't really read that many, to be honest, because as my channel denotes, I am here for the schmut. So I enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was a wonderful book. Really, anything Gena puts out is really well written. Like, I have no complaints about that. I'm really looking forward to The Glass Queen, which is set to be released on September 29th, which is not that far away. So now I'm debating, do I even fucking have time to read another book between now and then, or should I just say fuck off and not read anything? With my luck, like, when this book comes out, I need to be free of any other novel. I need to be able to just immediately start, like, you know, because that's what happens. Like, a book I'm really looking forward to will come out and I'll be in the middle of reading another one and my OCD won't allow me to stop reading that to jump over to the one that I've been anticipating. I have to finish the one I'm currently reading. It's just, a lot of people don't have this problem, and I don't know why I have this problem, but I do. So, for the rating for the book, I gave it a solid 9. If I did increments of like, I know I do like 9, 9.5, 10, like if I did increments, I'd give it like a 9.25 because like I want to put it further up, but I still have to leave a little bit of wiggle room for something crazy. But I give it a solid 9. Loved it. Can't wait for the next one. Dying until then. Yeah. What else do I have to say? I got shit else. Half this video is going to get cut out because I've just rambled just incessantly, and I know y'all don't want to fucking hear that. So I really thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I was going to say for another book, but that's, I mean, it's true, kind of. But I really thank you guys for joining me for another video. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody who watches my videos, everybody who's subscribed. Speaking of subscribing, insert hideous, drooly, frothing at the mouth for subscribers emoji. Please subscribe to my channel if you like me and you like this video. Check out my other videos. Maybe if you didn't really care for this particular book or author, you want to check out something else I've reviewed, please do so. If you want to leave a comment, leave me a comment. I love comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share me with your friends because I want to be famous. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social media platforms, I do have a members only Facebook group. I have an Instagram and I have a Twitter. I will link them all in the description box below, and I'll put a little banner here for you guys to see. And yeah, follow me. Join my Facebook group. I post sneak peeks to videos before they come out, and I also have started doing little giveaways for stuff. Just last week I did a giveaway for this book. So if you're interested in that, definitely follow me or join my Facebook group and we'll chit chat. Okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where to begin. This book hurt me. I can't. Okay. Let's just get through the intro and then the book deets and everything, and then we'll break down how tormented my insides are right now. Okay? Fuck it all up. Not fuck it up in a bad way, but like twist it and change it and create an entirely new story with really the only things that are the same are that, you know, certain deeds are I'm not explaining it well. I'm fucking it up. But who is allegedly the reincarnation or the oh, that was a hair. That was a piece of lint. I thought it was the gnat. I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Get it together. Okay. Has kind of like a broody, dark, the gnat. So she's constantly at war with herself over, fuck. What do I got? I'm fucking sweating. I'm sweating in here. It's so hot. So hot. Anyway. I think I have enough for the blooper reel, to be honest, because half this video was fucking terrible. So I'm gonna clip it out and put it in the bloopers. Got my paper and I'm done with that one. I'm done. Why am I so hot? Tea. No comments about my styrofoam cup. Shut up. Okay. I'll see you guys. I love you so much. Bye.